Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be going to start our new chapter, that is international business. After this chapter our course will get over, but we will be going to revise one by one another time, the second time, the portion of term 2 from source of business finance. So now we will be proceeding first of all to complete our international business so that we can start a recall of all the 4 chapters which will be coming in term 2 portion. International business, when we talk student, it is that business you know very well, export and import of goods. That type of business are known as international business. If you want to know about the meaning of international business, it states that whenever the trade means buying and selling of goods is done from one country to another country, it is known as international business. You can say when the trade, that is buying and selling of goods and services, are done beyond the geographical limit of a country or a nation, it is known as international business. So learning objective of international business, first of all meaning and types and features of external trade, problems of international business, difference between external trade and internal trade, reason for international business versus domestic business, importance of external trade, everything we have to learn. So meaning, when we go to learn, international business refer to buying and selling of goods or services beyond the geographical limit of a country. It is also called trade between two countries. External trade is of 3 types. Very first export, second import, and the third is entry port. I know very well that you all know 2 types of trade which is common for you, that is external and internal trade. Export and import, and the entry port you don't know. Export, if you want to know, those who don't know about the export type of business, what to write. Export is the type of business, students, in which our country, the surplus goods which we are having, can sold it to another country where the demand of the goods is there. So that type of trade is known as export. So the meaning is very clear. When surplus goods are there in our country and in another country it is demanded, then if we are selling it to another country, it is known as export of goods. Import of goods, when something we want to, some demand is there of the foreign country's goods and we purchase it from foreign countries, it is known as import. So it refers to selling of goods or services to foreign countries, export, and import, it refers to buying goods or services from the foreign countries. Entry port, re-export, when we talk, it refers to import of goods not for consumption in our home country but for exporting them to another country. It is known as entry port. Nature of external trade, international business, when we going to learn, students, the nature of international business is that external trade, international business is that international business or international trade or foreign trade involves 2 countries. The main features of external trade are as follows. Involvement of 2 countries, very first feature. Involvement of 2 countries states that this type of trade is generally, international business type of trade requires 2 countries to involve for doing the trade. One will be the home country and second is the foreign country. The second is payment in foreign currency. When we talk about the international business, student, definitely when 2 different countries are there, 2 different countries' currencies are differ from each other. Definitely when we want to export, definitely we want to get the money in our home currency, and so there are 2 different currencies and the payment have to be done in foreign currency itself. So each country has its own currency. Payment for imported goods is made in foreign currency and payment for export is also received in foreign currency. Problems of international business. Definitely every business is having some problems. So international business it will be having some problems. Like for example, international business faces the various problems. Very first, legal procedure, students. When we talk about the legal procedure, import or export of goods involves a high, lengthy and complicated procedure. Prior permission of the government has to be obtained before exporting or importing goods or services. One has to fill many documents, get custom clearance, conversion of rupee into foreign currency, booking of ship, etc. All these are time consuming activities. So legal procedure is very important, students. Import or export of goods involves very lengthy and complicated procedure, and for the prior permission of the government has to be taken out. Restrictions point of view, when we see student, definitely international business is not to as free as internet trade. In case of several items, export or import license has to be obtained. Many restrictions are imposed by the government on export or import of certain items. High risk. The risk involved in international business is much higher than in internet trade. Due to long distances, there is risk of damage of goods in transit. There is also a risk of fluctuation in currency conversion rate. The exporter must take marine insurance policy before sending the goods through ships. So there is a high risk students involved in the international type of business. There is a long distance, there is a risk of damage of goods in transit. There is a risk of fluctuation in currency conversion rate. Many things are there. Different languages are spoken and written in different countries. Trader must appoint someone who can read and understand the foreign language to read the price list, terms and conditions of trade, etc. So they are differ from language to language about the international business. So as you know, in India we are speaking Hindi, but in foreign countries it is English, French, many other languages, but still trade is done. So this is another difficulty in doing the international business. If we don't know the foreign language, it is very difficult to do the trade from foreign countries. Arrangement of foreign currency is also important, students. Difference between internal trade and external trade international business is that point of difference. Internal trade, external trade. Meaning, internal trade refers to buying and selling of goods and within the geographical limit of the country, whereas external trade refers to buying and selling of goods and services beyond the geographical limit of the country. Countries involved, only for one country is involved in internal trade, whereas external trade, 2 or more countries are involved. Less risk or degree of risk is involved, whereas in external trade, high degree of risk is involved. Entry port, when we talk students, entry port we have learned when the home country purchases good from the foreign country, not for consumption purpose but for resale of the goods to another country. So there we can see 3 countries are involved. One country purchasing from the another country and then again packaging it and selling to another country. That time it is known as entry port business. So there are 3 countries are involved. So that's why I said minimum 2 countries, but maximum it can be many. Currency used. Currency, when we talk internal trade, home currency are involved, not the foreign currency, but in the international business, currency payments are made and received in foreign currencies only. Procedure involved, no long procedures or formalities have to be completed before starting, but in the particular long procedure and many formalities have to be completed before starting. Mode of payment, when we talk student, payment are made by cash or check only, but in the international business payments are made through the bills or bills of exchange or through banks. Legal rules and regulations, national law rules and regulations are applicable in internal business, but in international business rules and regulations are applicable. Mode of transport, definitely road, railway mode of transport is the internal business, but in international business sea transport and air transport are popular. Cost involved, when we talk student, operating cost of internal trade is lower, whereas operating cost of external trade is higher due to involvement of long distance. Effect on foreign reserves, internal trade has no effect on foreign reserves of a country, whereas external trade has direct impact on the foreign reserves of a country. Reasons for international business, when we are going to learn, the main reasons for international business are as follows. The countries cannot produce equally well or cheaply all that they need. There is unequal distribution of natural resources among different countries. Availability of different factors of production such as land, labor, capital and raw materials differ among different nations. Difference in labor, productivity and production cost due to socio-economic, geographical and political reasons are also there the reason for international business. There is not even a single country which is in a better position to produce better quality products at lower cost. So these are the various reasons student when we want have to international business. Very first says that the countries cannot produce equally well or cheaply all that they need. So what we can do, like India like country where the goods like oil cannot be produced in our country. So what we can do, we can import from the countries where it is produced actually. There it is produced cheaply. So from there we can purchase the goods. So it is an example why require international business. Second is availability of different factors of production. Definitely, like for example here agricultural production is very easy in our country. All factors for agriculture is available easily. But in foreign countries, many of the foreign countries, it is very difficult, so that countries can take the goods from us. And same way, technology cannot be easily produced in our country, so we can hire the technology or purchase the technology from other country, and for that all what is needed, international business is needed. Different factors of production, I think it is clear. Now difference in labor productivity and production cost. For many of the foreign countries, they are having the labor problem. They are not getting the labor easily. In our country, labor problem is not there, but technology and industrial problems are there. So these type of countries can share the problems and can get the labors from one country and get technology from another country. There is not even a single country which is in a better position to produce. Definitely for economic development of the nation, what is needed? That self-dependent is not there. We have to be dependent on other countries can help us to make our economic development with their economic development. So that requires international business to be there. As a result, each country finds its advantages to produce those selected goods or services that it can produce more effectively and efficiently, and procuring rest through trade and other countries, which the other countries can produce at the lower cost. This is the main reason why countries trade with each other and engage in international business. Now comes international business versus domestic business. What is the major difference between international business and domestic business? As we already learned in the above differences, but still there is something there. Like conducting international business is more complex as compared to internal business or domestic business, because in the international business there are variations in political, social, and cultural economic environment. To be successful, we have to plan their production, marketing, etc. as per the requirement of target foreign market. The key areas in respect of which domestic and international business differ from each other are: very first, nationality of buyers and sellers. In case of domestic business, both buyers and sellers are of the same nationality, whereas in case of international business, both are of different nations and nationality. So that is the major difference. Nationality of other stakeholders. Stakeholders means the shareholders who purchase the shares of the company and help the company to form the capital. Even the suppliers and creditors, many people are there. Domestic business, they will have of our own nationality this all stakeholder. But in international business, it can be other foreigners can invest in our business. We can get the bank facility from foreign countries. So likewise, there are nationality of other stakeholders are international, foreign. So in case of domestic business, all stakeholders belong to one country and share common language, value, behavior pattern, whereas in case of international business, it is more complex as there are different values, aspirations, etc. of different nation people. Mobility of factors of production. Definitely in international business, mobility of factors of production can be done, whereas domestic business the mobility of factors of production generally more in case of domestic firm as compared to international business. Customer heterogeneity across market. Due to socio-cultural differences, background differs in their taste, fashion, language, etc. There is lot of variation in the demand pattern. For example, Indian people can use right-hand driven car, whereas American people drive left-hand fitted steering, brakes, etc. In America, people change their consumer durable in 2 or 3 years, whereas in India, people use it till it is totally worn out. That is the Indian culture. Such variations make it complicated to design the product for international business as compared to designing a product for domestic trade. Differences in business systems and practices. When we see, definitely student, Indian system of business doing and practices are differ from foreign business. This makes a major difference between the international versus domestic business. Difference in economic development, cost, economics, infrastructure, market support services make it necessary to the firms dealing in international trade to adapt their production, finance, human resources and market plans as per the conditions prevailing in the international market. Political system and risk. Political factors such as type of government, its ideology, etc. have great impact on business operations. Firms dealing with intern trade need to make special effort to understand the political environment of importer as well as exporter country also. Business regulations and policies. Each country has its own set of laws and regulation as per their government. So in international business, the regulations and policies are complicated as compared to domestic business. Tariff and taxation policy differ from nation to nation. Most of the time there is some kind of discrimination among foreign products, services and capital. Currency used in business transaction. When we see another difference between domestic and international business is that international business involves use of different currencies and exchange rate of currencies keeps on fluctuating. Due to this fluctuation, it becomes difficult for firms to fix prices of their products and services. Next, benefits of international business. Benefits to nations. Earning of foreign exchange. These topics I will be going to explain in the next class. For today's class this much. Thank you and have a nice day.